On Saturday, November 2nd, starting at noon, Kevin Williams is helping sick kids by playing video games. He needs your help to raise $1,000 for the CHIO Foundation. Donate at extra-life.org/participants/347875.
Hey guys, I'm Jenn. I'm a gamer, a photographer, and a longtime wrestling fan. Wrestling, especially women's wrestling, has truly evolved over time and is bigger than ever. I'm here to give my take on the world of wrestling, be it women, men, or whatever else is on my mind. Because if women in wrestling are being heard more, shouldn't women in wrestling podcasts be too? Welcome to Women Crush Wrestling! What's up, everybody? It's me, just Jenny, here with my boy Adam.
What is up, internets? Yeah.
You tried way too hard.
I did, didn't I?
Failed.
We tried again.
Alright, well, okay. From the start or just from my boy Adam?
Yeah, from whatever. You're the host. You figure it out.
Alright, well, whatever. What's up, everybody? It's me, just Jenny, here with my boy Adam.
Hey.
Can't beat that.
Little Buckley action there for you. You a big fan of King of the Hill? Come on.
Yeah.
We're both big fans.
Yeah.
It's my purse. I don't know you.
Right?
Carton of milk in the fridge is about to go bad.
You. Jahan Redcourt. I love that part.
Hank, did you open the microwave before the ding?
Oh, man.
The only thing funnier than King of the Hill quotes is saying King of the Hill quotes very nonchalantly,
right.
Without any of the inflexes.
And I'm
whatsoever.
not. No,
and out of context completely.
Yeah,
That's
very,
the best.
Yeah, very.
How was your week, Jen?
Very good. Very, very good. Very good. Very good. I'm tired. Very long.
I guess we're both kind of out of it.
Very much so.
I spent far too much time in the sun yesterday.
You look like a tomato.
I am totally sunburned, but if it pays off, all that time spent roasting in the sun will have been completely worth it for something really cool for WrestleMedia. And if it doesn't work out, well, then I'll have a fun story to tell on Ropes to Reels for episode 100.
Not here.
That's a little teaser.
Oh.
But hey, if you want to check out some more episodes of Ropes to Reels and all the other fine programming we have at WrestleMedia, all you got to do is visit our website.
WrestleMedia.ca.
You got it. And then we have a new podcast for you every day of the week, which is pretty awesome if you ask me.
It's a time-consuming.
It's time-consuming and maybe a little excessive.
A little bit. In your face.
Probably a little. We're very aggressive. We're a very aggro wrestling podcast network. We're just kind of like, listen to what we have to say.
Listen. Just picture little Sonic.
And now is it the Sonic from
Simpsons?
From The Simpsons. It's not the new movie Sonic, which is terrible and frightening.
Yeah, no.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Take it. It's that one.
Well, we want you to take it, and by it we mean our podcasts, and we want you to put those podcasts in your ears, listen to them. Like we said, new show every day of the week just for you. And if you want even more than that, if you just can't get enough, if you were like addicted to our podcast like a crack fiend is to that sweet, sweet rock.
Wow. Couldn't make a softer metaphor.
What would be the softer metaphor?
I don't know, like a fat kid loves cake.
Okay, sure. If you're addicted to our podcast, like a young Adam Conta is addicted to that sweet, sweet white sugar. See, it still comes back to a white powdery substance.
Yeah, but this one, you can buy at Walmart.
That's right.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can buy the other one at Walmart, too.
Although it's just as deadly. #sugar kills.
No.
You're like, I love sugar, and I will stand by it.
I'm drinking root beer right now.
So expect some belches in the future is what we're saying.
Yeah.
That's all right. I would be better if it was Belchers, but Belchez will be fine.
Yeah, no, Bob's Burgers ain't going to be here.
Also another show that is just fantastic for quotes out of context.
They're making a movie.
Are they?
We're so getting off topic.
It is. Who cares?
It's our podcast. It's what we do.
That's right. This is me now.
Yeah. There you go.
Bob's Burgers reference.
There you go. I don't know. I think when I was looking through movies, I think it was like 2020 or something.
It's a long way away.
Something like that. I don't know.
It's far off. But thank God we still have the show to watch every single week. And thank God we still have podcasts to produce every single day. See, brought it back around.
There you go.
Boom. And that's where you can find them, WrestleMedia.ca. But that's not the only thing you'll find on that website. No, you're also going to find links to our YouTube channel. Did you know that we're on YouTube? Did you know that we put out video versions of this podcast?
Yeah.
We do. Yeah, you knew that because you listen.
I work here.
And we do have other videos as well, road trip videos. We've got our unboxing series, the Package Pile Driver series, which is going to be up and running again very, very soon. I'll tell you a little story here. I'll go off topic because whatever. So Pro Wrestling Crate, which is a subsidiary of Pro Wrestling Tees, They send out a newsletter, and I get it because I'm a former subscriber to their stuff. They've got a crate this month that looks awesome. It's all about kings. So Jerry Lawler, one of my favorites. Macho Man was Macho King, one of my favorites. King Haku. I want to get Haku stuff. That's amazing. Kings of Wrestling from Ring of Honor. Brody King, who's the current Ring of Honor, one half of the tag team champions, or 1/3 of the 6-man tag champions. I don't remember. Ring of Honor fans, come at me, at Adam Conta. It looks like a great box, and I'm kicking myself because I'm so far behind with my other packages. I've got literally 3 of them sitting there right next to you, Jen, and I still got to get to those as well.
I'm just going to take one.
Well, please don't, because I still need them for the content. They're coming is what I'm saying. Anybody who misses Package Pile Driver, hold on to your boots. It's coming, I swear. I just need a little bit more time because I'm off doing other things in the meantime to help supplement my bills. Now, if you want to speed up that process along, help me out with some of them bills, there's one place you can go. That's patreon.com/WrestleMedia.ca. For just a few ducats in the bucket each and every single month. $2, $10, $5, $20, $50. Look, I'll take up to however much money you want to give me, really. But you're going to get cool stuff in return. You're going to get early access to our shows. You're going to get more of our shows. Maybe you'll get our shows ad-free if you want. Or maybe you're an entrepreneur yourself. Maybe you're like, hey, no, I want ads. I want my ad on your show. You want to interrupt me and Jen talking about whatever it is that you're selling. Foot cream or like, magazine subscriptions.
I could sell some foot cream.
There you go. Right. That's what I'm saying. Jen, you would use that product.
Sure.
We'll endorse it.
Yeah.
We're shameless.
Yeah.
So go put a few ducats in our bucket and get a little bit more. Patreon.com/WrestleMedia.ca. And then tweet everybody about it after you follow us at WrestleMedia.ca. Do you know who followed us on Twitter this week? It's pretty exciting.
Who?
David Arquette.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
We made it.
Did you know that he's in North Bay right now filming?
Is he?
He is.
What's he filming?
It's a TV series by the name of Carter.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
My friend.
I might have to bleep all this out because I don't want, Hollywood lawyers coming after me.
Yeah, but, really,
Jerry
O'Connor's very open about what he's doing in
also,
North Bay.
really nice guy, too.
Yeah.
He's worked with Northland Wrestling, and I met him recently again, and he was a really cool dude, so.
Jerry O'Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's married to, Rebecca Romaine, so, you can't get better than that.
I guess, how could you be upset if that's your wife?
John
right?
Stamos lost it, man.
Yeah, right?
Day he dumped that one.
Everyone sit there being like, oh, John, Uncle Jesse. Forget him, man, because
Yeah.
Jerry O'Connell's the real winner.
Yeah.
He's,
Yep.
I'm not going to make the comment I want to make there. We'll just say he's a very lucky man. That's what we're
Very.
going to say, all right?
Very. And sliders?
Right?
Amazing.
I still hope to one day have him on Ropes to Reels to review Tomcats.
There you go.
Do you ever see Tomcats?
No.
Funny. It's a surprisingly funny film for a movie that I don't think was as popular as some of his other ones, but it's one of my favorites.
No, I used to watch Sliders on Global all the time.
Okay.
And his twin brother.
Yeah. Oh,
Was his twin brother the Mountie?
I don't know.
I don't remember, but I know they were both on the show.
Well, I'm hoping to have him on one of our shows, which you can hear every single day of the week at WrestleMedia.ca. And then you can tweet about it because we have social media as well. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all following at WrestleMedia.ca. That's the big line that you're going to use for all those social medias. We also have a newsletter. It's weekly. It's free. It gives you great opportunities to win cool stuff. You can sign up for that at WrestleMedia.ca. You can click the link, or you should get a little pop-up when you head over to our website. What was that?
Pop-up.
A pop-up? Oh, do you remember pop-up video?
Yeah. Pop-up
so
video.
great. I'm going to get, I wish we could do that on the podcast, pop-up podcast. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll try to work that concept into something. Maybe we can do it on our YouTube channel.
There you go.
See, we're pushing stuff.
I'll write notes of things I'm thinking of.
We're doing commercial inception here. We're doing endorsements within endorsements now,
Yeah,
which
that's
is
what
kind
we
of
do.
amazing.
That's what we do.
It's what we try to
what
do
we do.
every week, for sure. What else do we need to talk about? The contest, the newsletter contest. It's exclusive. We're going to pick a winner for our contest that's going on right now this Friday, and it's for floor seats to a big show that we're going to be a part of, which brings me to our On the Road section. We're on tour, Jen. We are popping up in shows and places all over. We were just at the Cottage Country Comic Con recently, and on June 15th, we're going to be part of the Chinlock Wrestling House of Hardcore Chinlock 5 event with the Legends Convention all day and wrestling all night. It's pretty much like a wrestler's dream, man. It's just wrestling all damn day and night.
Right.
And it's for charity, Kingston Youth Diversion, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the names attached to this thing are absolutely tremendous. Bret Hart, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, Mark Henry, one of your personal favorites, Billy Gunn, Mr. Ass, not to mention Tommy Dreamer. And if, to go back to our patron, hey, he recently talked to Mike Walsh of The Lasting Mark, and it's a pretty good interview. Mm-hmm. So if you want to hear that, throw a few ducats in the bucket at our Patreon. And likely not going to be the last legend who's going to be there that will be doing a little bit of talking with us. As a matter of fact, someone who's going to be part of a big match there, Fatal 4-Way for the Chinlock Wrestling Heavyweight title, Madison Rain. She was on our show just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's right.
So you can go back and listen to that. And Jesse Mack, the current Chinlock Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, was on just a few weeks earlier. So they'll be in the match along with Addie Starr and Beautiful Bia. That's only the tip of the iceberg for all the great matches. Go check out chinlockwrestling.com for all the information there. And it'll be a good show. You should really go see that.
I'm super excited, and I can't believe it's literally a couple weeks.
What I'm really excited about is that you are traveling with me down to the show.
Yeah, right?
We're going to be stuck in a car together for hours.
This is where I want to break the news of my life right now.
Oh, do you?
Because I think it will be hilarious, because this will just add to it. So I am now currently almost 3 months pregnant.
Yeah!
So 5-hour drive.
With a pregnant
lady. Going to a wrestling event.
It's okay, though, because I'm going to bring a mixtape full of, some rappers that you enjoy and Aqua. So
beautiful.
We'll be all right.
Beautiful. If you just throw on some 70s, 80s rock, then we're good.
Led Zeppelin, Aqua, and
Supertramp. I love Supertramp.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Not the mix I would go with, but hey, you know what? That's
it's what I grew up on.
It's what we're trying to appease to you and your unborn child. Yep. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Very exciting news. You must be excited.
I'm very excited, but I'm also scared.
What are you scared about?
I don't know. The last baby I held was my niece, who was turning 9 this year. So
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah, I have till December to get, comfortable. Ready?
Well, you're not going to be. You're probably going to be uncomfortable by that time.
That's true.
From what I've heard.
Yeah. I'm already uncomfortable.
Socially, I'm already uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, very. I'm scared of people touching my stomach.
So are you going to... Well, then you probably shouldn't have told them on your podcast then.
True.
Now everybody's going to...
I'm okay if my fellow wrestling fans do it, but I don't want random old ladies coming up to me.
So hold on then. This gives me an idea. At the Chinlock event, can we charge people to touch your belly?
If part of it can go to the charity, yes.
Yeah, the charity's my pocket.
Then, there you go. Yeah, sure, whatever.
It's youth diversion to touch a youth. That sounds bad. Really bad.
It's not even... Yeah.
It sounds like the name of one of those 1980s or 90s.
I feel like
thriller movies. To Catch a Killer. It sounds like To Catch a Predator.
Yeah.
But it's the most.
It's gonna be Dateline.
It was a rejected name for To Catch a Predator. The original name of To Catch a Predator was To Touch a Youth. And they were like, no.
That's too aggressive.
And they're like, who's going to use this? A guy who has a very aggressive podcast schedule.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I apologize for that. It wasn't intentional, but there it was. It happened.
Magic.
It happened. Just like Jenn's pregnancy. It happened.
It happened.
You got to deal with it. So there it is. Man, that's kind of exciting. Got another networker. Soon it'll be a 3-person booth. We'll just put a microphone up to your baby's mouth, and then she'll just gurgle, or he'll just gurgle, or whatever you choose to name it. We'll gurgle into the microphone, and then we'll all have...
They'll try and eat it.
There you go.
Think it's a boob.
Put a little nub on the microphone.
There you go.
And we're all set.
Exactly.
There's no worries whatsoever.
Exactly.
Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Well done.
Well done.
We did try hard.
Good work.
I have to give half that credit to Colin.
Colin gets half the credit? No, good job. Credit. Good work. Yeah. Fantastic. That's wonderful news. Really, we should end the podcast there. It's not.
Okay, bye.
Well, we're done? Okay, we're leaving now. But instead... I think we should talk a little bit about some women's wrestling. What do you say?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that other thing we're here to talk about.
Totally, yeah.
First, I want to talk about some Impact Wrestling news. Last week's episode has aired since we've last spoken. And I want to talk about some of the segments on there. Some stuff I like, some stuff I didn't like. I want to talk with the women's championship match, the Knockouts championship match. Taya Valkyrie taking on our girl Madison Rain, friend of the show Madison Rain. Mm-hmm. Pretty good match. Loved it. It was very entertaining. Taya's getting better and better as a heel. I just can't stand her some days, which is fantastic in terms of her heel work. But I was more excited because after the match, Rosemary came out and was like, I'm challenging you for that title. And now we're getting a Taya Valkyrie versus Rosemary match, and that has me pumped because, you know, Rosemary spent a lot of time on the shelf, and then she did her whole thing with Su Yin, who's now like her pet, which is kind of a neat direction for them to go with. And now she's back in title contention where she belongs. So, yay, I'm excited about that. Scarlett Bordeaux had an interesting night. She was managing Falabella, and
she's been working with him a lot.
It was
lately.
great.
Yeah.
At the end of the match, it was against Sami Callihan and OVE. Sami spit on Scarlett. Like, he shot a loogie from the top of the ramp, and it nailed Scarlett in the face. So, disgusting.
Yeah.
But also kind of respect, because it's like, that's a pretty long way to huck a loogie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Their situation, Scarlett's situation with Impact keeps getting more interesting because I can't confirm this, but I've heard that her and Killer Cross, her current partner, were in the crowd at AEW's Double or Nothing. They're still trying to get out of their Impact contracts, I guess. Rumor is Impact's trying to play hardball with them, saying that, you know, they weren't really, they're just kind of using Impact and then trying to move on. And it's not really fair, blah, 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 which I kind of see their point.
Yeah.
I mean, Scarlett Bordeaux, maybe not so much. She was, I think, more of a Ring of Honor. She kind of got her name established in Ring of Honor. Killer Cross, though, I would say so.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see where that goes from there. The other segment that I want to talk about was Glenn Gilberti had a exhibition match against a what I assume was a local talent. And it was the whole Andy Kaufman, like, anything girls can do, men can do even better, and blah, blah, blah. You know the shtick. And then he has this kind of exhibition with her, and then Tessa Blanchard comes out and, like, chases him off. I gotta tell you, I freaking loved it. It was so entertaining, and I didn't think that it was going to be entertaining, but they are doing the Andy Kaufman gimmick, and they're doing it really, really well.
That's good, though.
Gilberti knows exactly what to say to get under people's skin. He gave his opponent a lot of shine. She looked fantastic coming out of it. Glenn looked like a total fool, as he should in his role. And Tessa came out, looked like the conquering hero. I wasn't quite sure if this was going to work when they first did it. I will fully admit I was a doubting Thomas. But I'm really glad to say that this week, I think that was my favorite segment of the show because it was really entertaining. And they made it entertaining. Glenn came off as the perfect scumbag. Like I said, he's channeling Andy Kaufman pretty well. So I'm really interested to see where they go from here with this. So yeah, keep up the good work on Impact. I like that stuff. It was good.
There you go.
I want to talk about AEW's Double or Nothing. We both ordered the show.
Paid for it.
Yeah, we both, as everyone should have if you've seen Double or Nothing. Support wrestling people.
Exactly. This, though, I'm match to match. Every single match that was in this pay-per-view was amazing.
You were really into it.
This was probably my favorite pay-per-view of the year so far.
Wow.
I loved every match.
I don't think I'm still willing to put it over Rebellion. For me, Rebellion was still I think my favorite pay-per-view that I've seen this year. But it was good. Like, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and say that it wasn't good. It was good. It was a really, really good show. And I feel like it was worth the money I paid for it. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. And I'll come back and I'll watch more of their stuff. So, obviously we focus on the women. So let's talk about it. Honestly, a lot of people at the end of the night were talking about, you know, Jon Moxley making his debut for AEW and a lot of people being surprised with that. For me, the best surprise of the night was Awesome Kong, man. That was great. Didn't see it coming. Holy crap, does Kia Stevens look great.
When I saw it, I was like, oh, Adam, if he's watching this, is probably crying. And that's why it's all in caps in her notes, because I was like...
Awesome Kong!
Yeah.
It was fantastic. I love the fake out. I mean, it's very easy for me to point at it and say, oh, God, they're doing the same thing WWE did at WrestleMania with the New Day, and then blah, blah, blah. And there's a little bit of me as a WWE fanboy that kind of wants to do that, but I will be honest with you. Once they announced her name, I didn't care. It was great. I liked, and I will say this, they got me. That was a big thing. They totally worked me because I thought it's exactly what was going to happen was Brandy Rose was going to come out, going to interject herself into the match, and they totally swerved me, and it worked, and it was great to have Awesome Kong out there. The other three women, Nyla Rose, Kylie Ray, and Britt Baker put on a heck of a match.
Oh, they were all amazing in this match.
I loved everything that they brought to the table. I'm not a big fan of Britt Baker's gear.
No.
The lab coat doesn't do it for me. I get it. She's a dentist and you're pushing that, which is cool. I ain't got no problem with that. But the lab coat didn't do it for me.
No.
In-ring stuff, she's great. Just, Coat didn't do it. Everything else about that match was great. I liked it a lot. What was there anything else like highlight wise for that match that you wanted to talk about?
Probably when like Awesome Kong slammed all the girls from the top rope.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's how strong she is.
Yeah, they did the big Tower of Doom spot and it was a lot of fun. I just can't get over how great she looked. Like she's clearly in the best shape she's ever been.
And just her coming out. Yeah. Just like the way she entered.
She still had the imposing presence.
Very much so.
Even though it's clear that she's lost some LBs and she's looking trim, boy, she still looked intimidating. And man, I'll be honest with you, I want to see that Nyla Rose Kong match. That's going to be a good one.
That would be a good one. Did you see Kylie Ray clap when Awesome Kong came out?
Yeah, she was
so excited. And then after
excited.
on Twitter, she was like, I misjudged the situation. It made me laugh.
Yeah, she was great. She actually stood out quite a bit for me on this one. And is there anything else you want to talk about on that match?
No, it was just amazing.
Because I want to talk about the Kylie Ray Bayley comparisons and the Cody Rhodes comment. It's something else you put on here, and I do kind of want to talk about it because it is something that kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that.
I got to see what he actually said. He said,
basically, he was doing a press conference at StarCast, and he was basically comparing Kylie Ray to Bayley, and he said something basically to the effect of, she's not like, wacky inflatable tube men pretending to be nice.
Yeah.
And I don't think he meant it as a diss. I really don't. But here's the thing. I think that what he said is very problematic. Because when you see Kylie Ray, if you didn't think, oh man, that's a lot like Bayley, you're immediately going to think that now that Cody Rhodes has said it.
True. And like every happy-go-lucky character isn't Bayley. Bayley's Bayley. Like there's a difference. And like I didn't see it like until that. And then I was like, oh,
sure.
Wow. Yeah.
It kind of brings it out more, so I think he kind of shot himself in the foot with that statement.
And then like the pretending to be nice is kind of like a shot at Bayley's personality instead of more of her like baby face in ring.
Yeah.
Because then it makes me feel like, is she not nice outside of the ring? Like,
yeah, right.
And I that's not what I've heard. So.
Yeah, and I think a lot of fans didn't like that. In fact, they kind of went after him online, and I don't know, part of me feels like, again, there's a part of me that wants to be like, and rightfully so, but honestly, I don't think he was saying it to be malicious. No. I think he was in the moment, and it was a press conference, and he was trying to be witty and funny and say something that would rile up the fans, and, he said it, and it was a poor choice of words, I think, is what it was. And
it was funny, too, because Bayley was, like, tweeting how proud she was of AEW.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, jab!
Well, you like what we're doing there?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, but...
And it's tough now, because now I feel like that's made things harder for Kylie Ray. Because I know that there's a lot of people who are going to say, oh, she does a better job. But, the truth of the matter is that, they're both good at what they do, and they should be allowed to do their own thing, I do think that it's kind of, maybe not coincidental, but kind of just maybe it is coincidental, that Bayley is taking a more aggressive approach to her character now and is getting kind of away from the gosh golly gee shucks, I'm just so happy to be here kind of character, which, as I said on last week's episode, I think is a good move for her, and I think it's a good evolution for her, and she needs that. So I'm cool with that completely. So yeah, I thought it was good.
You know how I like to describe stuff like that is like the Harry Potter books. So she was smart in the way that when she wrote these books, she knew her...
She being Rowling?
Yeah, that...
Pronouns, I guess you're not pal. Well, yeah, pal. Ladies can be pals.
Yeah, that's true.
Pronouns, pal.
But she would know that her audience is growing up with the books.
Right.
So they got darker and darker the more older that Harry got, because I was his age when those books came out. You know what I mean? So I feel like Bayley had a lot of younger fans in NXT who are maybe now grown.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it.
When I see growth like that, it always makes me feel like they're adapting to what they probably think their audience is now. Well,
I mean, they're trying to make Monday Night Raw a bit darker in the third hour too, and I know she's on SmackDown and everything, but they could be trying to take it in a more adult direction, so that could be it too.
I don't know. WWE needs to do something with Raw and SmackDown, because I feel like the last couple of weeks have just been...
I don't know. I'm on the fence with it. Some of the stuff that they've done...
For the women, but the men...
Yeah. Okay.
You don't like the jukebox Brock Lesnar?
No, I don't like the jukebox Brock Lesnar. I love jukebox Brock Lesnar.
He looks like a dad.
That whole shtick that they're making Brock do is the best thing on the show as far as I'm concerned.
I love how he was just like, I have a year? Like,
and that's the thing. Like, I know some people are really mad about that. They're like, it makes Brock look stupid. I don't think it makes him look stupid. I think it makes him look like a guy who doesn't pay attention to the show.
Because he doesn't have to.
And that's his character.
Yeah.
You know
I hate him so much.
I get it. And I know a lot of people think that that's the problem, that Brock dancing around to a jukebox Money in the Bank case is like...
It's not him. It's the Paul Heyman trying to dance next to him.
No. How dare you? Because that is the highlight of that. Him doing the air guitar to Seth Rollins' music is like the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, man.
I love that segment so much. That was the highlight of the week for me in terms of my WWE programming. That was the best part. Hey, this is a commercial for patreon.com/WrestleMedia.ca, where you can get early access to episodes of your favorite WrestleMedia shows, get full uncut and uncensored versions of your favorite shows, and more. Don't want to hear this commercial on your podcast anymore? Sign up at our main event tier and get these episodes ad-free. Want to hear your own commercial here instead of ours? We've got tiers for that too. Visit patreon.com/WrestleMedia.ca and join the WrestleMedia revolution today. What else is going on this week? Anything else that you're interested in?
This week?
Or anything. Whatever.
Not really.
Okay. Speaking of Rise, I do just really quickly want to shout out that we were looking for some news and we came across some promotional material for their big Pride and Joy event happening June 30th, which is a big pro-LGBTQ event.
Which I love.
I think is during Pride Week in Chicago.
Probably.
Or in association with the Pride Parade, something about that. Anyway, it's awesome. Mm-hmm. And listen to these names that they've got there. Nyla Rose, Sunny Kiss, they're going to be hosting the parties. By the way, how awesome was Sunny Kiss in that Battle Royal?
Loved it.
Like, she was amazing.
Very much so.
And I love that Tommy Dreamer was there and Tommy was selling for her. That was fantastic. Yeah. Absolutely loved it. But I'm really excited because of the main event. If you're not familiar with Exoticos, so essentially in Lucha Libre in Mexico, Exoticos are like a division of, like the same way we have cruiserweights and women's division. They have the Exoticos division. And these are essentially drag queen wrestlers. They're, or like, I don't know if the term transgender is proper for this, so I apologize. That's, but essentially these are gentlemen who dress like women when they wrestle. And the most famous of all is probably Cassandro del Exotico. She's one of the most, Scarletta Pimpernella may also be one of the more famous ones, but Cassandro is fantastic. If you want to see, her do some fun stuff, when Conan O'Brien did his show from Mexico, Cassandro trained him, which was really awesome.
I love that series.
It's so great. Yeah. She's fantastic, and she's taking on our girl Mercedes Martinez in the main event.
Yeah.
I may have to order this one because she's awesome, by the way. She's a great wrestler if you haven't seen her. She's incredibly charismatic, obviously. So there's going to be some other great matches on there too, but obviously the one that I'm most excited about is Exotico versus Martinez. Yeah. Although I'm also very interested in the triple threat tag team match. Killer Death Machines defending their tag titles against Team Sea Stars and Almost Paradise. And what's interesting about Almost Paradise is that it's Zoe Sky and Kortney Rush. That's real interesting if you've been following the career of one Rosemary. If you're not aware, that's Rosemary's former alter ego. That's Rosemary before she was Rosemary. So I'm real interested to see what happens with that. Joey Ryan taking on Double D Rose, which is going to be fantastic. Anything with Joey Ryan's fantastic. And Shotzi Blackheart, the Princess of Poop, our favorite.
I love her so. If I need to get a hug from her before I die.
She has opened a global challenge to all wrestlers of all genders for the Sabotage Wrestling War of Genders Championship. So any guesses on who might show up?
No, I'm not sure.
Anybody you would like to see show up?
I don't know.
I'd like to see Glenn Gilberti show up just to continue his his story. I think that would be fun, and then have Shotzi poop on him.
Yes. We need that.
Yeah, I think we all need that in our life, don't we?
I don't think a lot of people would be like, ooh, they'd be like, yeah, poop on them.
There's still some spots left in the show. I mean, there's going to be all kinds of great talent. They're going to be associated with it. And again, it's a big part of the Pride and Joy Festival in Chicago. Go and check it out. And if not, Fight's going to be offering it for $10.
Like,
come on.
Come on.
Come on, people. Or Poop On if you're Josie Blackheart.
Bring it to the bathroom. They have an app.
Poop On Disco.
There you go.
Boy, I really don't think we can get better than that.
Poop on disco? I don't think so.
Nope, then I think we should bring it home.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I've been just Jenny, and that's been my boy Adam.
Good riddance. I was going to say good night, but
wow, no, you got real mean.
I didn't mean
good
to.
Riddance.
Get out of here.
Okay, well, bye.
No, come on, we win. Don't go. Come on, wait, I need you here. No. Oh, you're back, thank God.
That's really impressive door closing sound.
I know, you would almost say you crushed it.
I did crush it.
There we go. We crushed it.
Yeah.
What are some other King of the Hill lines that you love that we could say nonchalantly?
Oh my goodness. That's it.
So, all right then.
This has been a presentation of WrestleMedia, where everything is wrestling and wrestling is everything.
Here's what you're missing out on right now over at patreon.com/WrestleMedia.ca.
So apparently Terry Reynolds was arrested at the airport for having a loaded gun apparently in her handbag.
That's kind of scary and also kind of awesome.
But you want to know the reason? She said she forgot that it was in her handbag, but you know why she has the gun in her handbag?
Because she dated New Jack?
No.
That would make me want to carry a gun around.
True.
Want more? Sign up now at patreon.com/WrestleMedia.ca.